A very, very warm welcome to Thriller from India. Ladies and gentlemen, the two and only Shraddha Kapoor and Prabhas.
Hello.
Thank you and hi everyone. Hello.
Hi everyone.
Guys, Saaho looks absolutely incredible. So much so that in just a few days, it has created more than 5 million mentions on Twitter. People are going crazy over it. What's the feeling like?
It's amazing. I didn't know that.
It's really amazing. The kind of response I've seen also from my Twitter handle and the kind of retweets etc. that have happened with anything related to Saaho has been really overwhelming. So thank you everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to all the fans for joining in as well. आपके पास कोई भी सवाल हो यहाँ related to the movie, आप जरूर हम तक पहुँचा सकते हैं. Use the hashtag #AskTeamSaaho and we'll make sure कि आपके जितने भी सवाल हो, the stars here will answer them for you. Now, सबसे पहले I have a question for you guys. The trailer looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the visuals, the CGI, just the feel of it. It's on an international level. So, would you say Saaho is not just an Indian multilingual film, but of an international level? Because trailer देख के definitely that seems.
You go for it.
Yeah, after Bahubali, it's very important. If you do an action film, you need to give something. So we tried our best. We used we got everyone the best from the world. We had Kenny Bates who did Transformers, Italian job for 2 action scenes. We got Kenny Peng from China and 40 members crew in that who worked in Game of Thrones and a lot of who the best drivers who did the truck drivers, which you see the truck sliding in the trailer. That is real shot in full speed. So the driver was a truck driver who did Transformers, the main guy in the truck, and the cars we got from car drivers from around the world, and a lot of practice rehearsals and preparations for the action scenes.
That sounds great. And Shraddha, I want to ask you, this is your second foray into out and out action territory after a very successful Baghi, and now of course on this international scale. So what was the experience like, especially for the action sequences?
So I won't talk about how much action or how little action or a lot of action, because a lot of people are asking me, they're saying you've done a lot of action, but actually I don't want to say much about that right now. But as he said that we had an international team on board the film, and that was just so amazing to work with people from all over the world, and these sequences, some of the sequences that are there in the film required so many days of prep to look the way that they did and they do on the big screen. So I feel like I'm a very small part of that, a very tiny part of that, because the amount of work that the teams have done is on another level altogether. So it was really awesome to firstly work with them, with people from all over the world, and see how they work and see how they approach their work as well. So super fascinating.
That sounds amazing. Now I have a question especially for Prabhas. Bahubali became this mammoth, once in a decade kind of success, and now all across the world, Prabhas fans are super delighted with Saaho. How delighted is Prabhas with how Saaho has turned out?
See, this stage before the film release is there's more of a tension, how it's going to be. Luckily, the trailer, teaser, the songs are good. So I'm happy, but when the time comes for the release, it's more of a stress that I need to entertain. We need to entertain. The whole team worked hard. So now it's time you tell us after 9 days, how is the film?
And now we are going to go to some questions from our viewers. Again, I'm telling you, use the hashtag #AskTeamSaaho for your favorite stars. और यहाँ पे the stars here will answer your questions. So this question has come to us from @DGKBO. I have a question for darling Prabhas. Would you come to Japan sometime when the film Saaho will be released in Japan?
Oh, yeah. I know, Bahubali team came there. I couldn't come there, and they were praising the Japan people so much, and they were Rajmouli, Rana, everybody was saying they're the sweetest people, and all that's very emotional they got, and 100% I'm going to come to Japan. Me, Shraddha and the team, we had definitely come to Japan, and I heard it's a beautiful place and lovely people, and it was very emotional for Bahubali team. Really, I should come to Japan.
That sounds great. Now we have a question for Shraddha. We have multiple questions, so keep tweeting in. Use the hashtag #AskTeamSaaho. This question is for Shraddha. Please share one dialogue, your favorite from the movie Saaho. It has come to us from @Ishan Ganguly. As much as we can reveal, spoiler-free तरीके से.
One dialogue, I think it's very difficult, Ishan, to choose one dialogue because Hussain has written such beautiful dialogues in the film, really, really amazing dialogues in the movie. So I would actually have to think which one of them is my favorite. So I'm not going to be able to choose one of them.
Can I contribute?
Sure.
The last 10 seconds of the trailer, maybe you can just point a fake gun to Prabhas and say that dialogue.
No, I can't do that because that was only in the film. If I do it now, his fans, I don't know how they will take that because I know you must know this, that you have a crazy amount of fans everywhere, but on Twitter, they are completely mad about you. They are completely, because even on my feed, I see the kind of love that he has, and it's really unique. This kind of love, I don't know how many people get, so it's amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I just want to mention that ever since I put out that I'll be doing the Twitter live with you guys, one of the main questions that came in was, ask Prabhas, why is he not on Twitter?
So, basically, I'm not much of a
big social media
person. So, just now I just entered Insta and all, but I know for me it's better like this, I think. Yeah.
Picking that up, I have a question for Shraddha. So, everybody in the industry, all fans too, know for a fact how calm, nice, and zen-like Prabhas is. So, tell us a little about that. What was the experience in set like?
You know, he is exactly what his fans call him and what he is known with his to his fans as darling. He is a darling inside out, and I think everybody who meets him says that, because the way that he meets people, the way that he interacts with people, he's a very kind person, you know. And also at the same time, because spending time with him 2 years on and off on our film set, it was really amazing to see how he'd get excited about the scenes and the shots, and you know, it's so nice to be excited and passionate about your work. So that was really awesome to see about him, and very, very warm and welcoming. And because it was my first Telugu film, to be welcomed by him, by the whole team of the film, by all the ADs, by the director, everyone, you know, it made me feel like I would love to do films here again and again and again, you know. So that's, it's really nice. He has a very, very big heart, and he's very mischievous also, but.
Can we get to know some of those experiences from sets?
No, he would have a very nice relationship with everyone on set. He would joke around with everyone. So, you know, the mood on set would always be light, always.
That sounds amazing. You mentioned your first Telugu film. So I want to ask you, how much Telugu did you actually learn? Did we learn a little bit of Telugu?
I learned my dialogues very well.
Of course.
I mugged them up very well, but I don't know how to speak in Telugu yet. And I think that for that I would need to do a few more films, but it was so amazing to learn you know, the dialogues and that whole journey, because as an actor, when you get to do something new, it's always exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Picking up from that, this is the time when you dubbed in the Hindi version yourself. So what was that experience like?
Yeah, I can read and write Hindi, and Hyderabad we speak Hindi and we watch a lot of Hindi films, but we don't speak at home. So I have dialogues written in Hindi, so it's easy for me to, instead of writing it in English. So we had a master, Kamal sir, who came there. He was on the set and for my dubbing, and we rehearsed the dialogues. I had some long dialogues in the film, so he helped me a lot. Yeah.
Talking about the long dialogues of yours in the film, I have this request not just from one of our viewers, but many, and they want you to say that one dialogue. I'll read it out. This one is from @PossibleBuddy. Prabhas, can you please say that dialogue, Gully Cricket mein Tendulkar wala, please?
Yeah, I'll tell the first dialogue. गली क्रिकेट में तो सब तेंदुलकर है.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है. The next one goes something like, असली हीरो तो वो होता है पूरे मैदान में छक्का मारे.
Sixer मार सकते. Yeah, but
This is the moment, guys. Pick this up. This is the moment. At the rate Prabhas darling. All right, we have many more questions coming in from our viewers. Use the hashtag #AskTeamSaaho. This one is for Shraddha. Share any one funny moment with Prabhas while shooting for the film. You said he's mischievous. I'm guessing we can have one or two stories, maybe one.
There are so many. He's very fun-loving, you know, and he would try to scare me on set, and I would also then try to scare him on set. And initially, he would just basically, if I'm just standing, he would come suddenly from the back and go, "Wah!" And then obviously I'd go and get scared.
So you literally?
But no. But it was like very
just to make her.
just to
Because she goes off in thinking about some universe, and so I just want her to get back to this. Idhar Saaho, idhar aa jao.
Is Prabhas saying Shraddha zones out in the set?
Zones out. No, and she never. She's always happy, smiling and all.
Maybe you're thinking very hard about your character only, no?
I think so. Yeah.
just some time pass on set while the shot is being set up or something. So we would do that, and yeah, he's very fun-loving. There's so many instances. Can't really only talk about one. Yeah.
Absolutely. We have multiple questions coming in. Ye wala lete hai. This one is from @NZ Venkat. I'm guessing he's from New Zealand. India has never made an action film at the level of Mission Impossible or James Bond. Can we proudly say that Saaho is the one that takes us to that level?
No, we don't need to compare with any other films. We tried our best. You saw the trailer and teaser, so really worked hard to get something new that we did. That's why I need to give 2 years. That's why the team worked for 4 years, and everything happened. But you see the film, and if you like it, that's great.
And Shraddha, what would you like to say to the Sansa? Are you a fan of action genre in general?
In general, I, especially off late, have not had the time to watch a lot of movies.
Of course.
And
because
but I enjoy action, like of something different, I would say, out of the box. And I would also say that kind of action I've probably, for example, like I love the way that they used action in Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh wow, absolutely.
You know, that like the way that they integrated it into the story was really awesome. Then the first time I think that I ever saw something really, really cool was The Matrix. You know, with all those slow motion effects and that kind of CG and that kind of choreography. That was really cool also. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think this is what the viewers are trying to say as well, that The Matrix came out like close to 2 decades back. And now we have something like Saaho, which is as great, looks as amazing. And that is why the viewers are anticipating so much for the film.
I hope they are happy when they see it.
Absolutely. So we have multiple more questions coming in. We'll take a few quick questions. And this one is for Saaho, coming in from @Vikrant Things. How does he manage body transformations with each film? What is his driving force, and is there any ultimate goal for him for the movies?
It's not like that. People watched me like I was like almost 99 kilos in Bahubali, and I don't want to have that heavy weight for all the films. For Saaho, I want to be more thinner. So I became vegetarian for some time so that I want to lose muscle. So I had veg protein also. So it's just I feel more lighter. It looks good for Saaho. Yeah.
The lean, the fitter, the spy figure.
Yeah.
And that's working brilliantly. I mean, just look at the posters, guys. As I said, this is India's biggest action thriller, and we cannot wait for the film. So we don't have a lot of time left. Before that, I want to ask you guys, what is your message to the fans, and how excited should they be, which they already are, for Saaho? Why don't you start,
Okay. Message for our well-wishers and fans. I mean, You know, it's always a very nervous time during release, and now that release time has come up, and I think that we always hope that people go and watch our movies and they enjoy it and they get entertained by it. So I think that's all that I would say, that I hope that all of you go and watch our films and get entertained by them, and I hope you like them. 30th of August, guys.
So August 30th, I think you like songs, and just now like Bad Boy song released, and the trailer, teaser, everything released. So a lot of people liked you liked the trailers and all. So hope you enjoy the film, and please watch in theaters.
Absolutely. Now, before we let the viewers go and before we let these two go as well, I have one last question. Which is your favorite song from the film?
Before that, can I say something to the viewers? Is that we might have a surprise for you guys on the 23rd, and let's say it has something to do with an emoji.
Ooh.
So, yes.
The Twitterati loves emojis, and they love the two of you. So I guess we cannot wait for 23rd, and then of course 30th of August when Saaho will hit the screens. And finally, favorite song from the film?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
All of them are so amazing, so catchy.
So yeah, songs I like a lot, but the next song which is going to come on 23rd, visually I think that's the best song. It is a very grandiose song. So we're not going to release the whole song, but most of 40% of the song we're going to release. I think visually and the story wise also I like the drama. We don't really reveal much, but yeah, I think visually that's the best song.
Does Shraddha have a similar answer?
She likes Bad Boy, I think.
just a couple of days back and is right
and
on
she's
top.
Not there in Bad Boys. I'm
Yeah.
just teasing her.
But it's a cool song. I'm sure she likes it.
It is a very cool song.
Yes, yes.
See, I told you about his mischievous side. You saw that?
Yes.
So right now, I like Any Sony a lot. It's a beautiful song. Yeah, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, the two and only Shraddha Kapoor and Prabhas, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was
Gaurav.
absolutely
Thank you.
amazing having the two of you here. It was equally amazing having you guys here. You guys have been amazing. Stick around and keep sending in your questions and all your wishes as well. And of course, Saaho releases 30th August, so do go and watch the film on the big screen, if possible, the IMAX screen, because it indeed is the biggest action thriller from India. This is Korak Roy, signing off.